Hey fam, welcome in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support and your patronage. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. You can find me all over social media, mostly on Twitter and Instagram, under that girl Tam, where you can look for Enlightened Auntie. You'll find me. If you would like to book a personal reading, my books are generally always open. All of my information can be found below in the description box. You can hit my website at enlightenedauntie.com to book a reading, purchase merch. So I have been called to do love readings, and if you've been rocking with me for any length of time, you know I kind of stay away from the love realm. I don't like blowing people's heads up or giving them false hopes. But Spirit has been pushing me for the last like 3 days to talk about love, and I'm like, I don't really want to talk about love. But I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna do freestyle because normally I'm very, very regimented in the way that I read cards. I usually lay all the cards out first, kind of sit with them and kind of feel it out before I get on camera and start talking about it. I haven't a single card laid out except for a handful of my Oracle decks that I'm getting ready to introduce really soon. I'm super excited to share that with you. Anywho, so we're going to start with the sign of Capricorn because we are in Capricorn season. Happy birthday to the Capricorns. We're going to just do this freestyle, and I don't know where it's going, so you know, we're just going to go with it. This is 2021. We're doing new shit, and we're going to do things in new ways, and we're going to explore, and we're just trial and error. We're going to do this shit together, right? All right, so let's see. First, let's start with these oracles, right? So, again, these are general readings. This is a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Whether you're super single, in a situationship, in a relationship, coming away from a relationship, whatever it has to do with love, whether this is love right now, in the future, in the recent past, like whatever shows up is what's going to show up. We'll just talk about whatever I see. So I got 4 cards. Take this how it resonates. Again, totally general. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. The first one is fork in the road. Which way are you going? It's time for you to decide. These kind of go hand in hand. It's time to step forward. Why wait? Go. I feel like these other 2 cards may be for a different group of people. Same people. Take it how it resonates. Addiction is a problem. Someone needs to seek help. Now, addiction could be, doesn't necessarily have to be like, you know, drugs or alcohol, but this could be like an obsessive behavior pattern that creates problems in other areas of your life, right? And then we have relax. There's nothing you can do right now. And this more for me relates to a situation that maybe you've been spinning your wheels on. At the bottom of the deck, I have consider other options. So whatever you're dealing with, just take that. Take it with a grain of salt, right? All right, so let's see what these cards got to say. I just got this deck, so I'm kind of excited. Oh, well, these 3 jumped out. Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. Absolutely, we're leaving all the bullshit in 2020, right? Hand of cards. Take a chance. Risk. Being strategic. Options. Not showing hand. Gambling. Okay. And then not today. Not dealing. Hurt. Avoiding a conversation, call, or person. Boundaries. Still angry. Okay, so for me, these are kind of giving me very much like the Death card, the Fool, 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy, yeah. So you may have just come from a situation, come out of a situation. There may be some transitions within relationships. Within your relationship, if you're already committed, there may have been some transitions. Because for me, the death card is not necessarily about, hard endings or, breakups or anything like that. But it's about the transition from one state of being into a different state of being, changing it from what it's always been and transitioning into something that is better. um, in Hand of Cards, yeah, taking a leap of faith, and whether this is taking a leap of faith going towards new beginnings, because when one door closes, another door opens, right? The theme that I've noticed for this week's readings were that there were a number of people who may have been trying to close out cycles, but still had, maybe some level of hope that the situation would turn around or they would see something different. They're just kind of not waiting, actively waiting, but having hope that maybe something could change. Moving towards the future, but still having your foot in the door, to hold the door open to this past situation in hopes that maybe, there's just a little bit of time to, you can still make it, you can still come with me. Yeah, no. No, they can't. The thing is that you're leaning towards something new. You're leaning towards new cycles and new opportunities. You can't do that with your foot in the door, holding the door open to allow something back there to come with you. If this thing back there, I feel like I'm going to be telling this story a lot today in all these videos because this is a big theme. If what's back there finds itself on your path ahead of you, because as of right now, it's already behind. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to wait for this thing, whatever it is, to catch up to you to get to where you are. Why? Let the door close. You don't need that. Allow the door to close so that you can take these risks and opportunities and go forward towards this new thing, right? If you've got people, if you're dealing, now here's the thing. This not today card, because I'm kind of identifying it with the Five of Swords. The thing with, because the Five of Swords, yes, it's like petty arguments and disagreements, whatever. But the thing about the Five of Swords, and it says it right here, still angry. There's a level of resentment that you may still be carrying that keeps you energetically tied to the person or situation, whatever had you fucked up in the first place, that keeps you attached to it. Take your foot from the door and allow the door to close, okay? Allow the door to close so that you can take the chances and opportunities that are right in front of you, right? Because what is for you, you don't have to chase. You don't have to chase it. It's there. Hello. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So, okay, so as I was looking at it, it came out with coffin, but it says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring, and faith will bring you romance. Right? So maybe some of you have ended relationships recently, marriages, commitments, and this is asking you to stay optimistic so that you can, you don't want to, the thing is that ending a relationship, there's healing that's involved and there's healing involved that has to take place before you can even go into the next situation. But part of that is requiring you to be optimistic, to have hope, and to keep your heart open. Even if you've endured some type of, pain and heartbreak, closing yourself off prevents you from receiving the love that you seek, quite frankly. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I like. You deserve love. You are lovable. Right on. Absolutely. You are lovable. We all deserve love. All right. Wow. Forgiving and learning over the Not Today card, that Five of Swords. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Absolutely. Allowing yourself to, here's the thing. Part of the healing, yes, forgiveness. Hands down, I will always tell you, forgiveness is truly the key to healing. Resentment is the last thing you give up. You can forgive all day long and say, oh yeah, I'm sure I forgive them, you know, no problem, whatever. It's taken me about 2 years to release the resentment that I've been carrying around. And I thought that I thought I was cool, you know. I said the words like, I forgive them, like I'm good, right? But I did notice that I had a tendency to, you know, kind of throw shade in the moments when it was presented to me. When it came back in my face, I was throwing daggers at it, you know. So that let me know that I was still holding on to a little bit of resentment, because in my mind it was like, well, how dare you? The fuck, you know. When you snap out of it, then it's like, now it's not a thing, like whatever. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Some of y'all ain't gonna be happy to hear that. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yay, we like it. Okay. So let's see what the tarot has to say. What's coming up? Let's find out what's going on with this relationship here. Because even if there's a relationship that has recently ended, again, with one door closing, another door opens. You have to remain open for it, though. The other big lecture I've been giving is being open to receive in whatever form it comes in. Okay? Because don't be out here asking the universe for all this stuff, and then the universe gives it to you, but you don't like the package that it comes in. Now your ass looks ungrateful. So, do you really deserve it? The universe sends you tests to see if it's really, is this what you really want? Because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. But if the universe gives it to you and you shun it, think about that. That's all. Just think about it. Okay? All right, so let's see what we got here. Child, 4 of Pentacles. Closed off energy. Baby. Child, and here, okay, so here's the thing. You got all this love inside of you, but you're so closed off. You're closed off time, energy, and resources. Some of you may even be still kind of holding on to the connection, still feeling very emotionally attached to it. Yeah, okay, hold on. I didn't want to do this kind of reading. Now I got counterparts here on the board. I didn't want to do this kind of reading. So, here we go. So there was an ending within the situation, right? And this is a deeply, something that you've been deeply committed to, or there's been a deep commitment to. This reading is for Capricorn, but I've got heavy water here. Heavy water. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Leo. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo. Okay? Now, I feel as though you're either holding on to this situation, holding on to the connection fiercely, or being very closed off with carrying all these emotions. You're conflicted. You're conflicted There may be conflict with other people, but I kind of feel like you're being strategic because of the conflict. Because of conflicts that you've had, conflicts that you have in the past. There is an awareness or an illumination of the situation, so you kind of you're able to see the full scope. But I'm seeing also, like, I'm looking at this you deserve love, and I'm looking at the sun card, because the sun card is the happiest card of the deck. So it's like happiness, healing, new day, overcoming this conflict, you're working through it. Now, I feel I got energy here of somebody wanting to come forward. And here's the thing. There's somebody wanting to come, and there needs to be an expression of love. There's a lot of love here. But I feel as though you may be very closed off. Again, energy of closed off. You're very closed off to the energy that may be trying to come towards you. Why? Because you may still be carrying a little bit of resentment. You may still be carrying a little bit of these, hurt feelings and issues that you haven't quite addressed or haven't quite dealt with, right? Haven't communicated. You know what? Let's use this deck. Interesting. But I do have counterparts, so I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? Hope this resonates for somebody. This is literally me throwing shit on the wall to see what sticks. All right. Wow. So, wow. Okay. That's the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm getting this sense that there's energy here of somebody really wanting to put in work, or somebody's really been focusing on, recovering perhaps after loss. So like if there was an end of a marriage or something, and there may have been some financial, restructuring. I feel as though somebody is trying to rebuild. It's slow. It's been a slow process, but somebody has been trying to recover financially, recoup, working on their own foundation. I feel as though this person is really, this could be you. I'll put yourself wherever. This is somebody who is like, there's stress involved here. Somebody feels very stressed out. There's like anxiety. There's a deep sense of isolation. I'm getting somebody's very isolated, has been very isolated, closed off and isolated, right? But I feel as though there have been some decisions that have been made, and it feels like the decision has been made to end a situation. But it's, again, with endings come new beginnings. The Ten of Swords is definitely about, the end of lies and backstabbing and betrayal as you've experienced it, and making a decision, a very firm decision that you're not going back to, something that just is not for you, right? But I have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. So there is a new opportunity here to engage in a very heartfelt, true love relationship, soul tie, deep soul tie connection. Somebody, and I've got the Lovers here, and I have a set of counterparts, so this is definitely soulmate energy. The thing is that what you're dealing with is, hold on, let's go back to these cards. Consider other options. Fork in the road. Which way are you going? Relax. There's nothing you can do. Someone needs to seek help. Addiction is a problem. Why wait? It's time to step forward. Go. There's anxiety. Perhaps it could be anxiety. I don't even know the order in which this is happening. I'm just laying cards. So it's like, I don't even know when this is, or if this is now, or if this is coming. I can't tell. I can't tell. But I do see where there is, you know, there is going to be there's options. Somebody has options. But I do see a walking away. There is a separation. There is, you know, heartbreak, despair, as it relates to somebody that is a significant player in your life. And what you want is happiness. You want happiness, and you're tired of feeling as though, yeah, you just want happiness. You've been isolating yourself. Yeah, again, with the closed off energy, you've been isolating. Allow the cycle to end, okay? If there's a cycle that needs to close, let the cycle close so that you can go into new cycles. And old cycles, when I say closing out old cycles and going into new cycles, closing out old cycles, again, does not necessarily mean like a hard breakup or anything like that. It just means you end the way that it's been. So if you've been experiencing, like if you've been dealing with this relationship all this time and it's had some level of just imbalance and it's fucked up and it's ugly or whatever, that cycle you need to close the door on that cycle in order for you to go into a whole new cycle, okay? It's here. The opportunity is here. But there's a need to forgive. Whether this is you forgiving someone or someone forgiving you, there's a need for forgiveness because right now you've got a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, and that is causing, you know, communication is a big thing when it comes to relationships, and that is going to be a big sticking point. Okay. Anywho, that's my time. So I got a text, and the text is like, "Hey, get off now." All right. So that has been your reading. This is a timeless reading. Please give me a thumbs up. If it resonates for you, please give it a thumbs up because I honestly, right now, I'm kind of like winging it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just throwing cards to see what's what because Spirit said do so, and so here I am. Anywho, thank you so much for your patronage, your support. Happy New Year. I got big things planned for 2021. Coaching classes, my oracle deck. I'm working on a tarot deck. Like I'm busy. But I've always got time for you guys. I love you. Thank you so much again for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to book a personal reading. All of my information is down below in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, happy New Year. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.